Hey everybody, welcome back to Lara Trump, Wanted for Questioning. You've got questions, I've got answers. Here we go. First question. I love your videos when you are at the piano. Thank you. How long have you been playing? Do you take lessons? How often do you practice? Have you played at any public venues? I'm waiting for the invitation. Y'all let me know out there. If you want me to come play a piano somewhere, I'm ready. I've been practicing. I took piano growing up, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years when I was a kid. And I remember I had the foresight, even knowing then, that even times I didn't want to go to piano lessons, I was like, one day I'm going to be glad I did this. And I'm glad I did it. I love playing the piano. I don't play as often as I would like, but when I have a little more time, I like to learn new songs, and I typically like to choose songs that most people know, that people can sing to, so that I, like in my mind, I'm going to go over to someone's house and they'll be like, can anyone play the piano? And I'll be like, I can play the piano. And I'll get up there and I'll play and people will sing, and it'll be literally like a scene out of a movie. But no, I haven't played at any public venues since my piano recitals way back in the day. So let me know if you got a piano, a microphone, and a stage for me, because I will be there. Okay. Next question. I live in Missouri and I love the Trumps, especially President Trump. And you, Lara, thank you. What would be the best way to meet you and your father-in-law? Wow. Well, I assume you may be in luck right now because it's campaign season. We are out campaigning, and things are just starting to get ramped up. I think you'll see my father-in-law doing a lot more rallies, traveling around the country, doing those sorts of things. So I would say come to a Trump rally and let us know. Drop us a line here at The Right View. Let us know what Trump rally you're going to. If I can make it happen, I'll pull you backstage. I'll do my best to get you to meet my father-in-law, and I will say hello to you as well. We can take a photo. We'll see how it goes. But thank you so much. And the good news is we got some time. We got until November of 24, I'm going to say, because I believe Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee. And then, of course, I believe he'll be the 47th president. So thank you. We'll see you at a Trump rally. Okay. Next question. Best thing you ever ate on the campaign trail that wasn't a fast food chain? Well, okay, just to do a fast food chain really quickly. I grew up in North Carolina, and so Bojangles. Everybody on the campaign knew if we were in a state that had Bojangles, that's where we were going to go. Don't even ask me about anything else, because living in New York for 15 years, you can imagine I wasn't getting a whole lot of Bojangles. If you don't know what it is, head over to the Carolinas and you will see delicious biscuits. I love an egg and cheese biscuit at any hour of the day. That's my go-to. So I would say that. And then, gosh, best that wasn't a fast food chain. We went to a really great, I don't even know the name of the restaurant, place in Ohio. Oh my gosh, it was when we were on the bus. And I mean, it was a bit like, kind of like down home country cooking place for some reason in Ohio. And it was delicious. We had to wear bibs for the whole thing because there was a lot going on. Maybe it was like a rib place or something, barbecue place, and all places, Ohio. And that one stands out in my mind. Of course, anytime I made it back home to southeastern North Carolina, I mean, I have a couple of favorite places. There's a place called Casey's in Wilmington, North Carolina. And if you live in Wilmington, North Carolina, and you know what Casey's is, then you know the kind of food I like. I will leave it at that. Y'all can Google it. It's good stuff. So when I was making a special stop in Wilmington, if I could, for Casey's. Okay. Next question. Can I get an autographed photo of me? Of course. Didn't even know anybody wanted one. I guess I need to print some photos. Let me know where I'm sending this. And let me know if you would like any note written on it. And I'll try to take the lead from my father-in-law, who only uses Sharpies. It's got to be like a brand new Sharpie to sign any photos or MAGA hats or whatever else it might be. So absolutely. Quite frankly, I'm honored. Thank you very much. Okay. Next question. How do you keep your sanity and keep from getting discouraged? Oh my gosh. Well, listen, what else can you do? I mean, first of all, you have to know that you are grounded in your views and you're fighting for the right thing. And I think that kind of like is the leveling of all the playing fields, right? And so for me, I know that what I'm fighting for is the future of America, and America for my children, my grandchildren one day, and hopefully great grandchildren, because God willing, this country is going to go on and go forward. And although we are not a perfect country, we are a great country, and we will continue to get greater from here. So I know why I'm doing what I do. I know why I'm fighting for all that we're fighting for right now. It is to make America great again. It is to keep this country, the America that I got to grow up in for my kids. It's to, quite frankly, bring back the American dream, because God knows people need it back now more than ever. So, whenever people say nasty things or lie about us or whatever it is, I mean, I just know at the end of the day, when I lay my head down on a pillow at night, that I'm a good person, I'm fighting for the right things, and ultimately that's all that matters to me. But thank you for noticing. Okay. Next question. Why has The View been on TV for so long? It's a great question. Do you think it will ever be canceled and the right view replace it? I mean, I think maybe y'all need to do some writing in to the folks at, where is it on, ABC? Think they would take me on ABC these days? I doubt it, but we can always try. The reason The View has been on for so long, I like the concept of The View. Don't get me wrong. The idea that you have a group of women who kind of talk about, the hot topics of the day and discuss things that most people are talking about if you go out to dinner with your friends or like lunch with your girlfriends or whatever it might be. I like the concept of it. The problem is it took a turn somewhere. And these women are just miserable. These women are really not representative, for the most part, of I think what most people think and say in America anyway. And they're not bringing, really cogent points to any of their arguments at all. It's mostly just nonsense and babble and regurgitating of the leftist, garbage that is getting pushed out there anyway. So I don't know why it's still on. I can't imagine their ratings are very good, but we would love to take the right view and get it out there for more people to see. So y'all write into ABC, tell them The View's got to go. The right view is going to replace it. We'll be here ready. I'm always ready. So let me know. Okay. Is your daughter named Carolina because of your home state or another reason? And what inspired her middle name, Dorothy? Thank you for asking. Yes, Carolina is named after my home state of North Carolina. It's funny because anytime we'll watch something, it's the TV will be on or we'll go anywhere, and anyone says something about one of the Carolinas, she'll always go, "That's my name." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's your name." I like names that not only are beautiful or sound nice, but that have some sort of a meaning behind them. And our son, Luke, my dad's father was named Luke, and I always love the name. I think it's a strong name. It's a biblical name. And so there's a lot of meaning behind Luke. And then whenever we were looking at a girl's name, we went through a lot of different names, and I kept coming back to Carolina. And I said, I've heard of Carolines. I've heard of Carolinas. I have never met a Carolina. And so she's named Carolina Dorothy Trump. I'm sorry, Carolina. It's a lot to write for a little kid. Whenever you start fully writing the name out, she can mostly get Carolina down on a piece of paper, generally these days, but not all of it. Dorothy, it's kind of a two-pronged reason we named Carolina Dorothy, because Dorothy was my mom's name. So my grandmother, I called her Granny. And also Dorothy was one of my mother-in-law Ivana's best friends, and actually Eric's nanny growing up for so much of his life, who is a very close person to our family. She is like family to all of us. And so we said that's a great middle name for her. But again, I'm sorry, Carolina, it's a lot to write. Okay. So, next question. Oh, I know we're over a year away from Election Day, but how can we help your father-in-law right now? Well, first of all, let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep telling people the truth about things. 'Cause we operate in fact. We operate in statistics. We operate in actual policies that work, and we have the proof to back it all up. So you got to keep reminding people about what things were like when Donald Trump was in office, because while it really wasn't that long ago, man, have things taken a turn. Wow, do we need somebody to turn this back around? And who could imagine America would be in the mess we're in right now? So keep reminding people about the good old days with Donald Trump and what was working, because so much was working and we had, gosh, such a bright future it seemed ahead of us. Look where we are right now. Thanks, Joe Biden and the Democrats. And then you can go to donaldjtrump.com. You can donate. You can sign up to volunteer. We're over a year away, but look, things are going to start ramping up soon here in the next little bit. We're going to have a very exciting fall, I believe. And then by this time next year, I believe we will have our nominee for the Republican side. I believe it'll be Donald Trump. And we need all hands on deck. We need some poll watchers. We need people knocking doors. We need people ballot harvesting where it is legal. We need to have all hands on deck because, guys, we can't leave anything to chance, because we know that 81 million people were not so inspired by Joe Biden campaigning out of his basement and the couple dozen people in hula hoops spread out throughout the country that they came out in droves to vote for him. Let's make sure we don't get caught like that again, and let's do everything we can to get Donald Trump elected. Thank you for your support. Okay. Final question. You talk about the different things you have your kids do every day. What activities do you have your kids sign up for? Oh, these kids are in everything. Let me tell you. A constant and something that I'm so glad that I started them on about a year ago is jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So many people had told me that it was so great for discipline, that it was such a good thing overall for kids. And I didn't really get it until I signed my kids up, and they're both in there. They're 3 and 5. Carolina's in there too, but they do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And not only do I think it teaches them a little self-defense, which not a bad thing, quite frankly. If your last name is Trump or anything else these days, you never know what you might need. But also it teaches you respect. It teaches you discipline. I think those are great things for kids. My kids play soccer, tennis. They play golf. Anytime they can, they're out on their bikes. Their goal is to do some sort of a race with me, whether this is a triathlon, whether it's a running race. It's so exciting because I've done these things for so long. And I remember being pregnant with both of my kids and doing triathlons and doing road races and thinking, I hope that one day they want to do these things with me. So the fact that they want to do them, greatest thing possible. So we're working on the bikes all the time. We got to get them up to speed. We got to get them going so that they can come do a race with me. And I think that would be amazing. And then one day it'll be me asking them, can I do this race with you? And they'll be like, Mom, you're old. You can't keep up with us. I'm ready for that day to come. But for me, I think I just want to put them in everything possible, every different sport. I'm sure soon we'll be doing some iteration of baseball, basketball. And I just want to see what they gravitate towards, what they like and what makes them happy and what they're interested in pursuing, hopefully long term. And, I play the piano. Let's get them playing the piano soon. They both love when I play the piano. They both want to learn. So I'm going to do all I can to try to just give them all the options and then see where they excel. So that's what we should all be doing for all our kids, and on any front, whatever it is that they enjoy. Let's kind of help push them in that direction, and let's keep them occupied, because we know an idle mind and hands are the devil's playground. So let's keep these kids busy. That's my motto. That'll do it for us here. Lara Trump Wanted for questioning. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for your questions. You can send us more. You can put them underneath this episode. You can send it to any of our social media channels. And as always, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow. And until next time, we'll see you back here for more of Lara Trump Wanted for questioning. like a lot of people. I love to wear an Apple Watch, but I hate how it looks. And I scoured the internet to search for the best looking Apple Watch cases I could find, and I found it. goldandcherry.com. They have absolutely beautiful watches, as you can see here. Everything is waterproof. Everything looks good with different outfits. You can get sporty, you can get fancy, but they are great quality, made out of Delaware in the United States of America. And they have been kind enough to give me a promo code that I can share with you if you want to get your hands on one of these as well. It's Lara T, L-A-R-A-T is the promo code to get yourself a discount at goldandcherry.com. And not only do they make Apple Watch cases, they also make great products for iPads and iPhones, keyboards, your desktop, everything you could possibly need. goldandcherry.com. Use promo code LARAT so you can get yourself one of these today too. At The Right View, we're very proud of the fact that we are independent. We get to say everything that we think and everything that we feel. We have no woke companies guiding us or telling us what we can and cannot say. We are always going to shoot you straight and give you the facts as we know them. And that's why it's important to support independent outlets like The Right View. My name is Lara Trump, and I think Mike Lindell is a patriot. He is someone who loves this country, is willing to fight for this country. I love MyPillow because not only are MyPillows made in the USA by American workers, but they're great products, and they're so great that not only do I use them in my own bed at night, my children actually requested. My daughter the other day went to the closet and pulled out a MyPillow and said, "This is the pillow that I want to sleep with." And I gotta tell you, she loves it and will have nothing to do with any other pillow. So it's a big hit around our house. My dogs also happen to sleep on MyPillow dog beds. So all around the Trump household, we're big fans. If you go to mypillow.com today and use promo code Trump, again, promo code Trump, you will not only save money, but you will help us continue this show and other shows like it and help us continue the fight for the future of America. Inflation has impacted all of our lives. I don't think anyone can go to the gas pump or the grocery store without noticing that it is a major factor. And unfortunately, it's not going anywhere. It doesn't seem like it's going down in the way that we would like it to. And one way to protect your money is by investing in precious metals, gold and silver. That's always been a great way to make sure that you keep your money and you keep it safe. When you go to bh-pm.com, use promo code Trump. That way, if you decide you want to invest in gold and silver, you'll save yourself a little bit of money. We live in a time that's very interesting. A lot of us out there feel like a lot of our rights are slipping away. And if you're like I am and you want to have the right to choose whether or not to have a vaccine, how to live your life freely, and you're looking for a great doctor, I've heard amazing things about Dr. Sherwood. He's somebody who you should really check out and check into, and it'll help support this program and keep us going. So go to sherwood.tv and use promo code Trump. Again, sherwood.tv and use promo code Trump. You can save yourself some money and help us keep our program going.